What's up, guys? It's Coop with Coop RC. Today we are going to be talking a little bit about the EEL V2. A lot of folks have been excited about it since we've been out of stock on the V1. Really just had some things on the V1 that I knew I wanted to change, and I know it's been a little bit of a delay, but knew that it would be worth it for you guys. So for those of you who have not seen it, this is going to be the V2. Let's see if I can, y'all know I don't do this. I'm not a YouTuber. Let's see. So that's what we're looking at. A little bit different, a little bit the same. So, I thought about setting this up, and I had this didn't work out. That's not me. So figured I'd just be genuine with you guys, and we'll talk about this thing. Here we go. All right, guys, so chances are, if you're watching this video, it's because you've got one of these sitting in front of you and you want to know how to put it together so you can play with it. So let's make this quick, fast, to the point, not going to waste your time, and let's get to it. Alrighty, change number 1. So we've got the V2, this is the V1. First change. Didn't need that. I kept hanging up on stuff. We cut that off. Change number 2. So from the last mounting hole on V1 to the last mounting hole on V2, you are gaining just over 14 millimeters there. And that's going to help not have your shock sitting at such an angle. You can tilt it back up, get it at that 45 you want it at, like that. Let's move on. Okay, so change number 3, the sliders. So we used to have the 2-piece slider, now we've changed to a 1-piece. Just going to be a little bit simpler there, easier to figure out. I say that, we'll see. Hopefully this video helps. So it is attached by the, can you see them? Yeah, those 2 little screws right there in the front and the rear, right behind and in front of the skid. Cool thing is whenever you go to put this together as such, you will be able to mount your uppers straight into the slider and not have to deal with a nut on the front. Now the rear, you're probably going to want your rear uppers somewhere a little bit higher up than where the skid goes. So on those, you will need a nut still. On these, I took one of them off just so you can see. Oh, let's see. Your skid is mounted there, and here's the slider. So it's got 2 divots in it that go over top of those 2 screw heads. So that's that. Let's move on. Last but not least is the mag mounts. So in the front, may look a little weird. I don't know if anybody else kind of puts them on the outside of the chassis rail like that. I've found that it just gives you a little bit of clearance in between there, not having as much bulk in there. Another thing is I like having these 2 running this way and this one running perpendicular, not parallel to them. It kind of gives it some different pull, I guess. So if you're hitting it on something and it's gonna push these back, well, this one will catch it if it's going side to side, where this one would move. These are gonna hold a little tighter. Just found it to work better. If it being too wide for a body is your concern, if you find one that it's too wide for, definitely let me know. I'd be interested to find that, because I feel like the VTEC Bug is a pretty narrow body and it fits fine on there. So we'll see. So first thing you're going to want to do, step 1, attach your lower links. Let's pretend this is not put together. You are going to attach all 4 of your lower links, because once you attach this rail, there's nowhere to get to them. So on this skid, you're going to see these big holes. That is a pass-through hole. you will stick your screwdriver through there and mount it to that little middle notch there with that hole. That is where your lowers mount. You'll want to do that before attaching the rails. Once that is done, you will move forward and put the rails on. That's going to be done with these two screws here. They are on the other side. I just already covered that up. So with that being said, once that is complete, you will go ahead and throw on the sliders. Like I said earlier, that's going to be with those two set screws. I would put those in and then do your lower links. If you wanted to, you could just run the lower, but I would recommend using the set screws as well. It just holds it tighter, holds it flush, keeps it nice and clean down underneath. No hang up points. We like things smooth. After that, it's kind of back to a basic build. You're gonna throw on your lower links, you're gonna throw on the upper links, and at that point, man, you're really just attaching all that to the axles and you're gonna be good to go. Other than the sliders, I really don't think that this is too crazy different from the build on any other chassis. If you have any other questions, y'all know that you can always reach out to me via Instagram, Etsy. I will say I probably respond faster on Instagram. I'll try to keep up with the comments on here, but I'm honestly not on YouTube a ton. But yeah, man, if you have any questions, hit me up. I want to know what y'all think. Y'all know I love feedback. You can be harsh if you want. You can hurt my feelings. But anyways, I've thoroughly enjoyed this chassis so far. My current build is, sorry, the electronics are hanging out of it. I'm about to do some cleaning up with those, but I ran the VTEC bug. This one's C-bolt linked, and this thing's pretty sweet. Got my bronze wheels on there. Those will be on the Etsy store. And Vic really killed it with, I mean, all his products, to be honest, but I love this bug. This thing's so unique, so cool. Actually running this one with his brushed ESC that is just so sweet. Got the Holmes Hobby, I think I put the 55 tooth on there, yeah. Let's see what else. I've got the RC Plate Shop license plate. Thing's pretty cool. Super 8s, new claw hammers. Gotta mention my boy Rad Daddy coming out with the sick inserts. He actually sent me something cool today. Got the side supports. I got to get these put in there. Give it a little more rigidity on the side hill. It's not a huge issue, but I do think this is going to be an improvement. So excited to try those. And while we're shouting people out, look at these sick Cowboy RC tire racks back here. But that's not what I really want to show you that he has. He has these. These are super cool. Hold on. I'm going to put them on. That way y'all can see. Okay, and we're back. So, this is what I was showing you from Cowboy. Look how cool those are. Super sick. Man, Cowboy does a really good job. Man, his prints are so nice. Man, that's so nice. Don't compare the two. Anyways, he, I don't know if he sells them in yellow. Maybe I'm just a cool guy and got them in yellow. I know he has them in red. But I guess this rig's going to be diesel. Super sick though, man. He does such a great job of combining, you know, stuff that you're going to need for comp stuff. Like, you know, you need something to brace the chassis, but why not give it a little scale aspect, man? Throw those gas cans on there, diesel cans, whatever. Super sick, super sick. And man, he does a lot of cool stuff, so definitely go check him out too. Let's see who else we got on here, man. Oh, got K-Tech with the shocks. These are his old shocks. He's about to come out with some new ones. Definitely check out K-Tech. He does a lot of cool anodized stuff if you haven't heard of him already. Kyle is a great dude, really loves the community, and is doing some really neat stuff up there. So definitely check him out. What else do we got? What else do we got on here? There's got to be something else cool. Servo Beast. You know, I'm rocking with Mofo with those. Don't come at me, Reef Skies and SVRC. All stuff is good too. I just like the Mofo. Let's see. So these links aren't even specific to this chassis. They're just some that I had laying around. These are from RC Steve. Super awesome, super awesome. You know, you get what you pay for, and it's the performance, man. If you're gonna spend the money on a build, that's one of the things that'll limit you more than anything, is not having the proper suspension. So definitely hit up him, you know, Tyler with 828 Customs. Both of those guys have made links for me multiple times, and I have not been disappointed once. It's something huge, man. If there's anything that I would say, if you're gonna pick where you're gonna spend your money, do it on links and ESC, because without that ESC, nothing else you do matters. And you could also do everything else right and have the improper links, and the rig's just not going to perform how it should. So two things there that, hands down, that's where you need to put your money, in my opinion. So with that being said, if you have any other questions, hit me up. I appreciate you guys.